Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 121, and happy Halloween to you guys. You know, we spend a lot of time working on mobility, and today we're going to spend a little bit more time on stability. And today, I feel like, with it being Halloween and all, I feel inclined to explain to you this exercise that we're about to do. You know, my senior in the office, he's kind of like the self-proclaimed inventor of this movement, and he tells a quick story, really quick tangent. He tells a quick story of how he kind of came about this exercise. Was that he was walking around his niece to go trick-or-treating, and his niece would walk between his legs, and as he would kind of guide her, because she was just getting ready to walk, not very stable herself. And just by going one block, he noticed the amount of soreness that was in his glutes. So lo and behold, he brought this exercise to the rehab facility, and it's kind of stuck and been a cornerstone ever since. So today's exercise is about, well, first of all, it's called the Glut Walk. Got nicknamed the Glut Walk because of the amount of glute activation it does, but it's kind of been a cornerstone for anybody that needs either core activation or glute activation when they come in for injury, sore back, anything else like that. But it can be transferred, and I use it for people in the squat for the same exact reasons, okay? So what we're trying to do is two things. We're trying to activate and get glute activation, so you want to feel that burn in the butt on both sides. And at the same time, we also want to learn a neutral pelvis and be able to disassociate a activated core from moving appendages, right? So this shouldn't fall apart just because we're moving our legs around. So here's the way it goes. It gets a little bit funky, so pay attention here, guys. We have ourselves a theracord. You guys can get these things any place. I'll show you how to do it with a big band in a different episode, but today we're using just the theracord. It should be about hip height or so, right? You're going to step through on each side and give yourself just a little bit of tension. It should come up just like a rubber band or just like a jump rope. You take one side at a time. You're already stepping on it. You take one side at a time and wrap it around your toe so that the ends are still out, right? You guys can see both of that. Once you do that, you grab both parts and you cross your hands like so. You then take those two crosses and you stand up with them. They're passed behind your legs. Once passed behind your legs, you cross a second time. Takes a little bit of dexterity, right? And they go on the front side of your legs, okay? From right there, wraps around, and you tie in the back. So you're kind of tied up here just like a mummy, right? Once we do that, the exercise is three parts. I'm going to show you from the front, and then I'm going to show you from the side. What happens is, very first thing that happens is we squeeze our butt together, okay? That gives us that neutral pelvis that we're looking for. From the side, squeeze that butt together. You see the belt buckle raise upwards. Now we have that neutral pelvis. From right there, we brace with the stomach. The way that I mean by brace is it's not a contraction like this, but it's a brace, meaning if somebody's going to come up and they were going to punch you in the stomach, that's a brace, okay? So we establish neutral pelvis with the butt, and we brace with the stomach to hold that hollow rock type position. Once we do that, squeeze the butt, brace the stomach, legs are going to step out, toes are going to be straight. I want the inside parts of my heel to be outside my shoulders, okay? Then, all we're going to do is waddle straight forward. And we're going to keep our upper body as quiet as possible, okay? So to start one more time, squeeze our butt to increase or to neutralize that pelvis. Squeeze the butt, neutralize the pelvis, brace with the stomach, heels out past the shoulders, toes are straight, and we're doing little waddle walk straight forward. Okay? Once we do that, we're going to collect 1 minute of time. It's inch to inch and a half steps. I'm going to demonstrate it as I go to the side. No farther than inch to inch and a half steps. That's this much, guys. Okay? So, from right there, once we do that, we accumulate 1 minute with toes straight. We're going to do the same exact thing. The setup is exactly the same. Squeeze the butt, brace with the stomach. Toes out, okay? Well, feet out, toes out. Everything else is the same. Again, we're going to restart that timer. Inch to inch and a half steps. You can see how much I am not moving, okay? It's all about fast, little wide steps. Third, okay? Third portion of this is toes are going to be inside. So we start the same every time. It starts the same. Squeeze the butt to neutralize the pelvis. Brace with the stomach. Heels out, toes in. Everything else is the same. And little tiny walks. You can see the core stays tight. Disassociation of the lower extremities. Pelvis stays neutral. From the side, I'm just going to show you one direction, okay? Feet are going to be straight. So you see this pelvis kind of booty butt forward, so to speak. That's called the anterior pelvic tilt. What I'm going to do here, squeeze the butt. Pelvis raises upward. Belt buckle raises upward. Neutralizes. It almost looks like my pelvis is flat, or my belt buckle is level now. Brace with the stomach. Heels out. Toes straight. Hold that. Inch to inch and a half steps. Okay? The very last one, okay, is squeeze the butt, tighten the tummy, toes are straight, walking backwards, inch to inch and a half steps. We just recently added this one, okay? So, you have 4 pieces to this, not 3. I misspoke to begin with. You have toes straight, toes out, toes in, toes straight again, but moving backwards. Guys, your goal for today, collect 4 minutes. It's continuous minutes. You're not allowed to stop. As soon as you stop the timer for 1 minute, you restart, okay? Collect 4 minutes of toes straight, toes out, toes in, backwards walking. That's the glute walk, guys, and that's how today we are going to optimize function to optimize performance. See you guys tomorrow.